I wish I had the courage to destroy the egg. I just can't let go of hope. With the egg gone, the threat would likely be eliminated, but so would the glorious future we envisioned. I want to try one more time, and until I know one way or the other, I'm entrusting the egg to the only person I know who would die to defend it. The one who prays.
I was working with Margaret Leonard and Mason Bowers in neural experiments?
Uh-huh.
What's my connection with J.T. Donnelly and the egg found in my wall? Why would she steal it from me and entrust it to someone else? The one who prayed.
That is a good question, Tex. Did we forget anything here? Is there something in here? Except the corpse, of course. Hello, lady. Nice looking at your feet. Oh, baby. Okay. I have no mirror image. Okay, guess there's nothing here. Something in the sink? No. So I guess we're pretty much done here.
Was she blind when she picked these out?
Is there something on the chair? No. No. Let's go outside. Oh.
Well, hello, boys.
Mr. Murphy,
Oh.
you need to come with us if you want to live.
Seriously?
Just kidding. What was going on in there? You know the drill.
Why do so many people around you end up dead?
Okay, vehicle compliance tracking software? Sly insult. I kinda don't like this guy.
Same as you. Just comes with a job.
I just get it. Did you kill Margaret Leonard?
PI 303.
Come on, damn it. If I killed her, what'd I do with her head? Eat it?
But we keep walking in on you with all these dead bodies. You must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Okay. The usual suspect.
Yeah, I might be. But you gotta start looking for another suspect.
I don't care why, I just want to know who.
Wait a second, how do we even know it's Margaret Leonard? I mean, maybe that's why they took the head.
Yeah, that might have worked 100 years ago, but now we've got apps for that. We've already got a positive ID.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? I mean, kind of working together, bouncing ideas, sharing information. I mean, what if I said I had some information might help your investigation?
I'd say you were withholding evidence.
Now, I said I might have something.
No, you said you had something that might help.
Yeah, oops. Look, Danwich, you seem like a stand-up guy, and I know you don't want any vigilantism, so I'll play it by the book. I think I have video that might have been shot by the guy who killed Margaret Leonard. I'm just gonna hand it to you. I hope you'll cut me some slack.
Do we have video?
It's on your smart, Alex? Let's have it.
Nifty.
The guy in the
there we go, okay.
video's Mason Bowers.
Yeah.
And this is the guy you think was abducted. The problem is there's no evidence of anyone being abducted, so I can't investigate. My hands are tied.
Well, mine, as you see, are not.
I may have seen this guy before on some kind of surveillance video.
A surveillance video, you say?
The video could have shown you in your apartment talking to an elderly lady.
Ah, that's why
There
they didn't
may have been
want to
another
show
man
it.
there as well, a mutant of some kind, who might have jumped you. The elderly lady, in theory, could have appeared to have injected you when you were restrained. In the ensuing struggle, you might have been knocked out on the fire escape.
And when would Bowers have shown? Hypothetically.
Right after you were knocked out, tore through the apartment in pursuit of the old lady.
So everything that I've told you matches up, and we're both looking for Mason Bowers.
Are you familiar with a program called VCT, Vehicle Compliance Tracking? All cars come with sensors that report when one is out of compliance. For example, when you have your right front headlight shot out, if you could access the VCT database, which is illegal and highly inadvisable, you would find a list of all vehicles with the right front headlight shot out. If you could provide more information on the vehicle, you can access an ID and an address from the registration.
Any chance this might have been the vehicle seen in the Maldonado surveillance video?
You solve this Bowers-Leonard case for me, I might even see what I could do about getting that case file for you.
Finally.
The one from 7 years ago.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Zach Williams, why not?
I know who Zach Williams is, and who his associates are. I'd advise you to keep your distance.
What about this photo?
Don't recognize the face. Sorry.
What about Margaret Leonard photo?
That's Margaret Leonard? I'll have to take your word for it.
And what about that speeder?
A speeder with a broken headlight on the front passenger side? No idea what you're talking
Okay.
As soon as I got back from the new San Francisco Police Department, I had an urgent message from Rook. It seems Rook had a soft spot
Product
for Margaret
placement.
and wanted to bring her some justice. He told me he had another interested party in the Tesla cache, a Count Saint Germain, who was staying at the Golden Gate Hotel. Maybe he could divulge some answers.
Maybe.
One hears a great deal about Tex Murphy on Chandler Avenue.
Oh my god.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Word is you're a big fan of Nikola Tesla, or at least his stuff.
Yes. Your local pawn shop has a remarkably extensive offering of Tesla paraphernalia. Certainly the largest cache I've found this side of Belgrade.
You mind if I ask what your interest is in Tesla?
I gather you're at least somewhat familiar with the story of the Tesla cache? I believe some of the items Rook has were part of the Tesla cache, but he refuses to divulge how he obtained them. I presume from Margaret Leonard, or some third party who got them from her.
Shocking. Rook normally would cut off his right arm if he thought somebody'd buy it.
I've spent many years searching for something. My hope is to find a clue as to its whereabouts in Tesla's letters or journals. But the trail has led me here. Tell me, Mr. Murphy, do you know the name J.T. Donnelly?
That rings a bell, yeah.
I mean, I just heard about it, but he was a PI, and he lived around here back in the 1940s.
At the Ritz, in the very room in which you now live. An intriguing connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and maybe a little weird, but it's not a connection.
But it's so much more than that. Back in Donnelly's time, there was a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. He made a compelling case for the belief that most of us have lived past lives.
You're losing me.
Come now. You've said on more than one occasion that you felt as if you'd been born a century too late. A man out of time, as it were. Tell me, Do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
What? You know about my dreams? I must be getting incredibly broad-minded in my old age. So what are you saying? I was J.T. Donnelly in a former life.
We could explore that possibility, but first, have eggs ever appeared in your dreams?
Yeah, hairy eggs.
Love eggs, of course. Poached, over easy, scrambled. I mean, they're certainly nature's wonder food.
There are affordable accommodations in better parts of the city. Something could have been drawing you specifically to the Ritz. Don't you agree?
Yeah, cheap rent. Could you maybe help me out with these memories? Help me interpret these dreams?
If you could find this egg, or even put me on its trail again, I have certain techniques, such as regression and channeling, that could help you recall past events. And, I should add, the egg is worth a fortune, which I would gladly pay.
Sounds
We talk for a
good.
few minutes longer, but I tell him I need to get back to the case. This is way beyond my comprehension. Mystical eggs? Mind regression? Past lives? It's boggling. Margaret spoke of an egg being held by a religious fanatic who prays. Was it the Tesla egg I found in the wall at the Ritz? If so, it would have been there for over 100 years. Does it have some sort of channeling power from the person who possessed it? Well, Mason Bowers is still the key. We need data for the VCT so I can find out who kidnapped him. Better start asking around.
Okay. We will ask around once more.
Time for some good old-fashioned detective work. You should talk to potential witnesses and see if they know anything about the suspicious vehicle involved with the...
Oops. Yeah, involved with the, case. Whatever. Let's start with Holly again. And I kind of have the feeling that now the programmers ran out of ideas because, again, we have to talk to all people appearing here about certain things. If we don't do a pixel hunt, we go out questioning people. But don't misunderstand me now, the game is still fun to play, but it's getting a little bit repetitive. But it's still okay, I guess. Okay. Holly, my dear.
Hey, Tex.
How's
How's your case progressing?
Do you know Count Saint-Germain?
Due to my restrictive protocols, I can only confirm that Count Saint Germain is currently a guest at our hotel.
Uh-huh. Have you heard something about that speeder?
You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting?
No.
What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3.
Okay. So? Yeah, okay.
I need to find a few more identifying features about the suspicious speeder.
Okay, I get it. We learned about the car being a bi-turbo XL model by Holly, from Holly. So, guess we will ask around some more.
You know, Murph, I think we make a great team. What can I do for you?
Okay, Margaret Leonard photo.
That's the most recent photo of Margaret Leonard I could find. Like I said, she's been out of circulation for a while.
Yes, she circulates headless in her bathtub. What about the Count?
We were talking about some stuff. Tesla, Romanovs, Fabergé, that sort of thing. He sure seems to know a lot about everything.
What about Edgar Case? Who's that again?
He'd go on into these weird trances and talk about
okay.
past life stuff. You know, pretty intriguing until you get to